it's hard for him to get out of it. And Razor just really, really likes that. But both of them going to Smashville right now. And
yeah,
can't see much else.
Now we're in a best-of-5 setting. Razor upsetting Dan 2-1 earlier on a very close, I believe, last stock Game 3 situation in winner's quarters before it became 5 stocks. So Dan's going to make Razor work for this for sure. Meantime, you know, Razor's been on the up and up lately. He's been playing exceptionally well, pulling off wins that he otherwise may not have had.
Oh, that was just, he just did it. He just did the forward smash and he's gone. Oh my gosh. A great job using the shield to connect for a simple combo. Oh my gosh. This is not Super Mario Odyssey right now. You're not playing Balloon World. You got to hit Bayonetta. Oh my lord. Right now, able to get out of the simple witch twist combo right there. Not leading up to anything else. But Dan establishing a very good lead right now.
Yeah, Razor with a good up air coming off of ledge to put himself into a situation where he can try to start a comeback here. And Bayo, kind of like Ryu, where there's a lot of situations where it's not over till it's over. But Dan lapping the man right now, looking for a convincing Game 1 victory. And he's getting closer and closer.
Just good patience from him, keeping his shield out, not doing anything too risky right there. Oh, please, yeah. There you go. Wasn't able to complete the combo completely, but
Dan does at least know when he will die and not die, and he's not afraid to take some damage if it's not going to kill him. Plus giving Mario Rage with the forward smash that would easily kill Bayonetta at this percentage with a sweet spot from pretty much anywhere. He's got some options here to try to finish off Bayo, but you got to be careful. Bayo can carry you away.
I was going to say that's really a good signifier of when you're really playing against a good player. Being able to take the damage and rather keeping the stock instead of doing anything hasty and just losing it at that instant. Right now, Dan is going to need to get back on the stage safely and just seal this game. The back throw?
Back throw won't quite kill, but it'll definitely give him some stage presence. Allows him to charge up Flood a little bit. Flood does some interesting things and forces Bayo to kind of recover, I would say, fairly, so to speak.
You were speaking about this with Jasmine. When Dan was playing against Razor, he would definitely he would angle Flood's nozzle downwards to force Bayonetta to do a low recovery, and he tried to do fireball snipes. And it almost worked, but half of the time, because of Witch Twist, it just nullifies it, and the hitboxes just clink.
And there's the Flood again. And that
just
killed him.
because of that.
Yeah, he just kind of pushed him off with Flood. Razor unable to take a stock in Game 1, so Dan's going to be out in the quick 1-0 lead. Looking for his revenge set from earlier today.
He is ready to go to the witch trials and drown the witch right there. That's the only way you can beat him, with Flood.
All right, so we're going to go to Game 2. Back to Smashville.
Instant run back.
Dan's going to keep it as consistent as he can with his Mario. Razor needs to, I hate to say it in real time, but like you got to level up your neutral. Dan was reading a lot of your landings. He was getting good grabs. He was keeping his combos going. And while if you're Razor, you know, you caught him a few times in combos.
Yeah.
All right, good down tilt attempt. Dan has just kind of had better reactionary gameplay in general. And Razor's been playing a little bit on the aggressive side for a Bayonetta. He's not like overly using the shield. He hasn't gone for too many grabs. So he's going to have to find some kind of an adjustment in there. And that down tilt's a good start. He gets a little bit of a combo in. He's unable to carry it, but quick 60% damage gives him at least a lead here.
I think with the previous game that they had with the upset that Razor got, it was because he got these very, I wouldn't say simple, but much easier combos with the Witch Twist, and Dan wasn't able to SDI out of it, and it sealed the stocks early on. And it might just be the mentality that he has, thinking he could just instantly get it, but Dan must have done some quick studying, quick math, and just get an idea of how to approach this Bayo specifically.
Well, playing against Bayonetta is a mental game for sure, and there are some times where you sit down, and particularly some of the guys in our scene who don't play Bayo. Some games they'll sit down and be like, all right, I'm going to tool this Bayo because it's Bayo. And then there's other people who are like, I don't want to deal with this right now. It's not worth the mental effort or the drive to play against the character. And I feel like this is a different Dan on this side of bracket than it was in Winners, which, contrary to what Dan usually does, he's one of those kind of guys who plays way better in Winners side. As he hits that read up smash, hasn't really even been fishing for him. That was just kind of a call-out.
Yeah, he didn't do a single up smash in any instance of this game. Ooh. So right now, Bayonetta is just sitting on that taxi platform, not really doing much. Concerned of approaching, knowing that Dan has the lead. Just continuing grab combos. The bread and butter, the good... Oh Oh, and he read that Bayonetta was going to roll to the right and just forward smash. Just give him the spicy palm. Ooh. A little bit of an awkward situation right there. Both just kind of standing there from the lag or the air dodge. Dan is definitely handling these better. And right when I say that, Bayonetta uses her heels, clickety clack, and he's dead just from the gunshots. Dan's still having a pretty good lead. He's able to get out of this. There you go. Yeah, Dan still has a decently good lead. And he's not doing anything too risky, just getting good damage.
There was another situation there, and it's been happening a lot this set, where Razor will land behind Dan, and he's got to learn to reactionary grab after a spot dodge, because he'll go for something, and he'll still have the ability to grab. And just, how many times do you think Razor's grabbed Dan this set?
Very little.
There's, I believe, the second one this game. You got to be able to do more than that when you're perpetually right next to him. Basically, Dan is playing a game, the entirety of it, where...
the call-out attempt! Oh my gosh!
Dan's playing an excellent neutral, and he's kind of recognized that Razor's not really going for a lot of grabs. And he's putting himself in a situation where, like, he can power shield or just shield the down tilt and then punish Razor for going it, and he can shield the up Bs. He's been able to play a very shield-heavy game and it's masterful. He doesn't attack when he doesn't need to. He has yet to get witch times, so if he can continue his current play, it'll stay that way. Razor now just trying to poke at him a little bit.
Dan just recognizes the instance that he's in, and he just does what is necessary and nothing else. And that's something I really like about his playstyle. He's not very much extra. He just does what is necessary.
Back throw.
And he seals it.
Yeah, that was an excellent seal. Razor was able to hit a down tilt there, and Dan with the immediate down and right, I think, SDI, really hard. Razor wasn't even able to continue it off of a follow-up of any kind. So that was great play from Dan on the defensive side. Razor's going to need to make some kind of a massive adjustment. He's now down 2-0.
Hopefully none of the nerves or like any emotions are getting over him right now, because speaking from a personal side, it used to affect me a ton when being in bracket and just having emotions get into me, or like some like jank setup. You just have to brush it off, especially when you're such at a high level for play right now and given the chance to be in finals and possibly grands.
All right, these guys are going to play a little bit of footsie early on. Dan is fine and content with playing the same kind of game that he just played against Razor until he figures out a way to change up his play. Razor, I think that's a mental state thing for a lot of players, where if they're behind, they'll automatically play. They'll either do one of two things. They'll get too aggressive and they'll get punished real fast, or they'll take a minute and they'll think about what they can do, and they'll play defensively as a result of them thinking. And I think the latter option is always the better one, and that's definitely the one that the better the player, the more likely they are
of choosing that.
Yeah, of choosing that option and figuring out a way to adjust to put themselves into a better spot.
Trying to call him out again with a forward smash, but unfortunately Witch Twist was just good enough to get him away from that bad situation. Oh, but because of the rage, Mario was able to pop out of the Witch Twist very early, and down smash just...
Razor didn't DI that at all. That was the last thing I think anyone expected. You know, Dan previously had been going for, like, you know, some kind of a tilt or a grab combo, just with a quick down smash pop, going to take that first set.
Being very fresh, like, and it was also extremely fresh, not using it at all within this match yet.
He almost gets bonus points for not using it the whole set.
Yeah. And great patience, just staying defensive when it's necessary. That's just, again, something that Dan excels with. He doesn't do anything that doesn't benefit him at all.
All right, rising neutral air, just trying to keep Bayonetta off of him while he continues to rack up damage. Every time he gets near, goes for the dunk.
Spike. Oh my gosh.
Down throw. Oh, went for it again. Goes for the forward smash. Now he's just throwing out haymakers.
Yeah.
You're up a stock in 2 games.
After what was originally known to be a decently big upset for this specific...
He went for the down smash again. I'm not sure, like, I'm not saying Dan's not trying to end the game, but he definitely, given this circumstance, he's going to go for the style move as a, hey, you beat me earlier and I remember. But he better not play around too much. Going to have to seal out of stock quickly in case Razor gets the comeback, because that forward throw is not quite going to kill yet, but it may kill the next time, especially on ledge. Back throw of Mario's own. That will take it. Yeah, a lot of rage on Mario with his back throw, as Dan with a 3-0, fairly quick games, excellent adjustments considering the first set that these guys played earlier today. So Dan is going to advance to losers finals, where he will play Earl of M, putting our, I believe, 1, 2, 3 seeds into the top 3 slots, as was expected. So we are going to have the 2 versus 3 game that we were not able to get in winners